Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Anime Lounge Short Flights. Today I'm covering episode 21 of Bleach Thousand Year Blood War. Whew, man, it was another good episode. Getting really close to the end of core number 2, and it's still living up to the hype. Finally get Ichigo coming back from the Soul Palace. We get more Stern Ritters, awesome abilities on their parts. And then we find out what Yuhaba's true intentions were when he invaded the Soul Society. Kind of get into the beginning, so they start as soon as the conclusion of V versus Kenpachi. Kenpachi basically is like, "Whew, man, I pushed myself too far." He's pretty much done for. He does find out that he doesn't know where, his vice captain, drawing a blank on her name, I apologize. And so he tells all of his subordinates to go find her. Then we get 4 Stern Raiders that attack him, and they are P, G, Z, and T. T is the one that uses this lightning attack and basically fries him to a sense. Then we see the other 3 attacking all of his subordinates. And just in the nick of time, you get Ichigo coming down and essentially saving Kenpachi, which was really cool. Basically, they're like, I never thought this would happen, and say it back to each other. Good to see. Kind of funny as well. Then after that, you see Yuhaba have this giant, massive, bright light. Come to find out that he intended for everything to happen. Obviously, that's what he wanted. And because of Ichigo being in the clothing to sustain him from jumping down I think it's 71 layers, opens up a giant hole, takes 6,000 seconds to close back up. But in that time, Yuhaba's going to use that opening to bring himself up. Also, this is when we finally see that the gang learn that Ishida betrays the group and pretty much tells them, don't bother, it's useless, and turns his back on them. Kind of fitting to see. It would be interesting to know what happens there. Also, we finally get to see Chad and Urahime come back. Urahime's in some very seductive clothing, you could put it that way, armor-esque type things. She obviously seems stronger, and then Chad has another new shield. Obviously seems stronger as well, so they must have been training with Urahara in Wako Mundo this entire time. I can only imagine that was what happened. But they come in just in the nick of time to kind of save Ichigo, because basically his will to fight when he found out that Ishida was the one that betrayed them kind of was like, hey, what the fuck? I don't know what's going on. So he didn't really want to fight back. Speaking of Ichigo, got to see him use his new Getsuga Tensho as T. So that was really cool, really awesome, super overpowered, like no effort at all. And it was just an atomic bomb-esque type attack, so super strong. He was not trying in the slightest and was able to take out the 4 Stern Ritters. Then you got the other 4 that were going to come and try and stop him. Might have been 5. But then you get the crew of Renji, Byakuya Kuchiki, and Rukia all come and they're like, nope, not going to happen. You also get the other two of the Squad 11 members, number 3 and number 5, drawn a blank on what their names are. Yachiru is the vice captain. Now that I'm 5 minutes in, I remember what her name is, but it happens. So see all them. Basically, they tell Ichigo, go stop Yuhaba because you're our only hope. And that's really all that happened in this episode. The only other thing that we see is we get a glimpse of Aizen. So that's going to be super interesting because the new head captain was like, I saw this coming. And he kind of implies that he's got a plan to stop Yuhaba. So can't wait for next week. Next week will be, I think, the second to last episode. So it's been amazing episode after amazing episode, and I can't wait to see how this core is going to conclude. It's going to be soon. I think they're doing a 1-hour finale too, so that'll be really awesome. I can't wait. But that's all I got for this episode. Thank you for watching. Please go check out the Anime Show on Facebook and Instagram. Get all that awesome anime content. Now is a great time because he's going to be posting all the stuff that's coming out next season. So you get an idea of what's going on next season. Definitely want to know what's going on. And then also please subscribe to us. Drop us a like and a comment and let us know what you're thinking of all of our Short Flight and podcast episodes. Have a good one.